not having a good paying job makes you see failure as your twin brother.
Oxford Community Action, it's a group of community came together, discuss about the issue. They have their own communities. Then we realized that this COVID is a big issue to our communities.
As a volunteer, I can see the positive impact in our community, especially when they are feeding more than 400 families every single week.
Because we were discussing in our communities this topic of well-being and mental health, and it's something that taboo, that they don't really like to discuss. Then we came up with an idea saying, how about it as a group, make it this kind of questionnaires.
There are many things causing stress and worry, such as work stress or marriage problems or health problems or immigration status.
This pandemic has really caused a lot of hardship with a lot of people in Oxford.
It's just the everyday, today life, really, to be honest. It's food on the table, clothing, it's everything.
The stress with the kids studying at home, and they can go out, they can see their friends, and it's quite a lot.
I've moved from Yorkshire and I had 2 job offers when I came. And because of COVID, I lost those job offers. So I had a lot of stress going on.
There were so many people that are really less privileged, and they were out of jobs. Most of them, they were even ashamed to even say until we started reaching out to them.
And the only people you can actually speak to are your close friends and family, because you feel society is always judgmental.
Mostly that comes from my friends, to be honest. The support bubble that we have going on.
The first person I want to speak to is my family, but they're not here. And then the next person I want to speak to is my friend.
There can be a stigma around seeking advice for mental health, which means people aren't willing to take the support they need.
I think most Africans tend to shy away from help, or even to ask for it if they need it. I don't know, maybe it's more of a cultural thing when you're taught to be toughen up and face the situation and you'll be fine, deal with it.
So yeah, I would speak to my GP, but a lot of people in our community wouldn't do that because of fear of stigma.
A lot of people are worried that if they do go to their normal doctor or psychiatrist, that they might just be prescribed drugs which they don't want.
For instance, in here there's Mind Response, there's some organizations who provide some information, but most of ethnic minority community, they don't know, and they don't even know how this organization works. Okay, that's where the most problem is.
Given that environment that says that you can talk to me, basically, and you can trust me.
A lot of people from the community, they tend to rely on religious leaders and people within the communities to open up about their mental health.
The most important resources that the government they can use in any sectors is for the community leaders to approach and explain, and because mother tongue is very important. When we are actually using in our own language, we can explain to all the people.
So I think it's just make it aware that there's help out there. Once people are aware and they know it's there, and they would probably reach out a bit more.
People, they have not come out of their shell now to be speaking out, which is really good. So we really want the Wellbeing to continue and to help more.
Because I'm working in the system, I can see it where the resources is, but all these resources are not reaching to our community. Unfortunately, that's why we are now becoming one of the victims of mental health, problems. And I hope the system, will pick up these things and they will do something in the future.
We're not going to give up. We will keep going back to those places that we need to discuss the dialogue with them and said, this is the research, it's take us 2 years to do. We need an action in plan.
At home, we try to do some enjoyable things, such as cooking, healthy food, watching some film together, and walking as exercise.
Try to talk to someone, talk to a friend or family or professional, and remember, a problem shared is a problem halved. Thank you.